already in the works anyway. Briefcase, and they still don't know if that there's a possibility the briefcase may
predicting, including Miguel, he was predicting that the cashing would be Finn Balor and Dominic might be responsible to interfere with that. Yeah.
No.
Be unsuccessful and just get out of the way.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, Damian Priest won the Elimination Chamber for a reason, because I think, in all honesty, they kind of want Drew McIntyre to win the title in front of a crowd, which he didn't get to do, you know, when he first won the championship.
Mm-hmm.
So this is actually the perfect time for Drew McIntyre to become a champion. And I don't think they want to take it away from Drew McIntyre at Mania if he wins it. So at this point, I really don't know what they're going to do with Damian Priest. I mean, and then based upon the fact that we don't even know if Drew signed a valid contract yet, maybe, you know, he stated that in this contract, if he signs it, that he, you know, he's got to be a champion. He wants to win in front of a crowd.
Mm.
But then it comes to the other thing with Damian Priest. If the championship is unsuccessful, which we know it will be unsuccessful, maybe he can be the one being responsible of destroying the Judgment Day. Because if they're blaming the Judgment Day that they interfere in this cash-in, then he's going to go against Finn, he's going to go against JD, then he'll go against Dominic. And then end of the story, there is no Judgment Day, you know. But then they got to lose the tag team belts too, you know, to make the storyline a lot more interesting there. And then there's no Judgment Day. And then I just feel like with Rhea, I think she already has to figure out where she stands from this, you know. She's probably going to go represent a women's division like she should have. So we probably might give it, what, till Backlash for the Judgment Day to end? Or any pay-per-view after WrestleMania? Or I think it's Backlash after WrestleMania? May end there or in a Raw?
Probably at a WrestleMania Backlash, yeah.
That's where the Judgment Day ends, and then everybody goes their separate ways.
Oh, wait.
Because right now, Dominic feels like he's very over.
Oh,
and
wait.
Finn and I think JD will go next to Finn because, you know, they both know each other from the past, so they might be a tag team.
Wait, I thought nah, it's gonna be a while till they never mind. I take that back. It's gonna be a while till they. I don't know when that briefcase. I don't know. Probably he might lose it a month before Money in the Bank. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, it's almost about to expire because it doesn't expire till July.
Right.
So there has to be an unsuccessful cash-in anytime soon.
Mm-hmm.
Either around now or till WrestleMania.
Yeah.
And I think it is predicted to be an unsuccessful cash-in.
I think so too.
But here's the thing. After the cash-in, guys, do you guys agree that there should be another Money in the Bank pay-per-view? Yes or no? And is it worth having another one?
Well, I do kind of miss the traditional.
Anybody can answer.
I do kind of miss the traditional Money in the Bank at WrestleMania. I ain't gonna lie, I do miss that, but
yeah,
I would love to see it back at WrestleMania. But are they gonna, if they do take out Money in the Bank, are they gonna bring back an old classic pay-per-view or what?
Yeah. So what's your take on that, Brian? Should it continue or just find another way for a talent to get their title shot from the men's and the women's talent?
I mean, I think Money in the Bank is already a major pay-per-view, so I don't really think it's going anywhere. I mean, it's a good thing because, you know, it allows wrestlers to have a chance at a championship match, whether it's a world title match, IC title match, a tag team title match, a US title match. I think it's good to have a Money in the Bank, you know, pay-per-view, but I mean, I really don't think it's going to go anywhere unless they decide to take it away. But I mean, I think it's considered a major pay-per-view, so I really doubt it's going anywhere.
I feel like the only way, if you guys agree with me or not, I feel like the only way that the Money in the Bank has been successful is when the heels have end up winning it, capitalizing on it, and then cash it in successfully when your opponents are vulnerable, you know, when they're tired and exhausted, you know, and then you win a championship. Baby faces is a little more different, you know, that I say the heels carry it more than the baby faces. I mean, what's your take on that one? I mean, from previous Money Banks experience that you guys have witnessed and saw.
I can let Miguel answer that one.
I mean, it really never mattered to me if a heel or a face wins it. I mean, but what?
That's right.
Yeah, so it really doesn't.
So what's your take on that, Brian?
Agreed.
Does it matter who puts it over, from the heels or the baby faces?
Nope. I agree with everything Miguel just said. It was right on the money.
I mean,
And then here's another one too. Besides Money in the Bank, you would have another tournament called King of the Ring. Now they say when you advance to King of the Ring, you're not only the king of the WWE, but there's a title shot. Should a King of the Ring continue, yes or no? Or is it just a waste of a pay-per-view to put King of the Ring? What's your take on that, Brian? Or Miguel, who first wants to go?
Miguel can go.
I mean, when was the last time they did a King of the Ring? It wasn't it with Xavier Woods, right?
Yeah, I think it was a year ago when Big E was still a champion. Yeah.
Yeah.
And before he was injured too.
I mean, the King of the Ring
Didn't even mean anything.
has a rich history, so I wouldn't mind see it come back because it goes all the way back from the Macho King when he first won the first ever King of the Ring. So it has a rich history. So I mean, if they should bring those type of matches back, like King of the Ring and what else did they had back in the day that I'm not missing out on? Hopefully.
Okay, yeah, King of the Ring, of course.
Well, King of the Ring could
You
also
have Elimination Chamber. That's a title shot. Okay, it seems like Elimination Chamber is already here to stay. Of what you guys witnessed today.
King of the Ring can help people get over. That's the reason why I would also want it back, because it can also help you get over in a way. Like it really got.
But it was successful for title shots too. You know that.
Yeah, and that's how Bret Hart got over as a single star.
I mean, King of the Ring is similar to a Royal Rumble. You win the Royal Rumble, you have a title shot to main event WrestleMania, you know.
Mm-hmm.
With King of the Ring, it was similar to that. You win the crown, then you main event SummerSlam, how the way Brock Lesnar won the King of the Ring and main evented it with The Rock.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just wondering if these events are worth to be, you know, hosted at for title shots, you know. Because right now I'm seeing that it's kind of difficult now having title shots with so many top talents that are just hungry for the belts, you know.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Either you earn to win a Rumble, you successfully win the Elimination Chamber, or you climb up the ladder for a briefcase, or win a crowd, you know.
Mm-hmm.
One of those four for title shots, you know.
Right.
So that's I mean, to be a booker, I think it's very tough to try to figure it out and balance it out how you want to make these events.
You think? Because
make it meaningful.
Life as a booker can be fucking hard. One, you have to make creative and the wrestlers happy, and you're gonna be dealing with egos. You're dealing with guys that don't want to look bad. You're gonna deal with guys that don't want to do this storyline. You're gonna deal with guys that don't want to do this angle, don't want to win this title. It's just a lot of shit.
That is correct.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
That is correct.
it's not easy being a wrestling booker, and honestly, I feel like one of the reasons why LA Knight is not going after the U.S. title is because I don't think he wants it.
That could be true.
Like,
Yeah, that could be true too as well.
being a booker is not an easy
Could be true.
task in any wrestling promoter. That's just the way wrestlers are. They don't want to win this. They don't want to do this storyline. They don't want to work with this one person because he hits hard and stuff like that. Because that's how Shawn was with Vader. And Shawn didn't want to put a lot of people over. He didn't want to put Tatanka over. He didn't want to put Vader over. He didn't want to put so many guys over. It's just a lot of stuff, man. It's just a lot of wrestlers just don't want to do everything that the head of talent relations want them to do.
Podcast,
And I'm pretty sure
storylines and everything,
And I'm pretty sure a lot
it
of
is true,
I'm pretty sure Vince McMahon has gotten a lot of headaches over the years from guys like Ultimate Warrior, from Hulk Hogan, from Shawn Michaels, the people that had creative power, the people that had creative control. Like, I'm pretty sure Vince had a lot of headaches on those type of meetings and stuff.
Yeah, it seems like The Undertaker was the only one that made Vince McMahon's life a lot easier because The Undertaker was the only guy that never complained to him.
Well,
And honestly, The Undertaker, has been very over. I would say The Undertaker would be very over with or without a championship belt.
he is.
I mean, he's The Undertaker,
Yeah, he is. I mean, he only had the WWE title for a short amount of time, and well, I don't know about that other part.
And he was still
Jose.
over if he lost it or won.
Well, he didn't want to work with Nails.
I say he was still over either if they lose it or not.
Yeah.
Yeah,
because The Undertaker never really had a huge ego. The only thing about him is that he did pick out some people that he didn't want to work with. He didn't want to work with Nails. You remember Nails, the prison guard gimmick?
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't want to work with him. So.
And you know that story, why he didn't want to work with him. Yeah.
And he did tell
But he was successfully dominant. I mean, The Undertaker was dominant for the last 30 years,
Yeah. So, yeah.
It's almost in one interview when he said about Brock Lesnar, when Brock Lesnar ended the streak, and I know you guys gave your good points of it, Undertaker himself said that Brock Lesnar didn't really need to break the streak because he's already been over. So honestly, they say that Brock Lesnar didn't need it in general to be breaking a streak because he was still very over.
They took that out of the record books.
And he does have a point. It did not make sense.
They took that out of the record books, remember. They're already erasing Brock's history from what he's been doing lately.
And video games too, which is very interesting of that, for getting to leave it out of the equation.
I'm going to miss playing as that 2003 Brock.
But the good news is that at least you have your library tapings of Brock Lesnar.
Right, and
which is not for sale.
Yeah, and I got my library video game section will not also be for sale because there's actually the 03 box in those video games. So, yeah, thanks for mentioning that as well.
Yeah, they're going to definitely hunt you for that one. Can I buy it?
And I'm going to tell them, get the fuck off my property. I ain't selling you this. I don't give a damn how much you pay me. I don't care if it's I don't care if you want to buy each CD for $1,000 each.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy that this whole Vince McMahon allegation is just going, weird and weird. But you know what? It's something that Eric Bischoff and Vince Russo and EC3 said, on their podcast because I was tuning in with it this morning. I know that everybody's already speaking up with the experiences they went through.
Yeah.
But if you're gonna say something and if you're gonna speak up to it, you gotta be sure that it happened, and you saw it with your two own eyes. But if you're just saying it for saying it, don't. But if you were there and you saw it with your very eyes out there, okay, then speak up, say something. But you know, I understand with Bret Hart's situation, he has every right to say it because of the Montreal screw job. You know, that reality happened. So in general, you know, he's not gonna forgive Vince McMahon what he did to him. You know, so.
And you think,
of course, he's doing his own speaking. You know.
And you think it was easy for Vince to book that type of storyline, the Montreal Screwjob? As I mentioned, how it's not easy to be a booker. You think the whole point was that Bret didn't want to lose to Shawn because he didn't like Shawn. He hated Shawn, and especially he didn't want to lose in Canada. But the whole reason why Vince did it was because he didn't want his WWF title parading on WCW TV, just like how Medusa brought in the WWF Women's title with the trash can, and it had nothing to do with trusting Bret. He didn't trust Eric Bischoff.
Yeah, knowing what he was going to do to it, you know. I mean, when I saw the Nails podcast, when they invited Nails on the podcast, his beef with Vince McMahon was that he said that Vince McMahon didn't live up with his part of the agreement when he had that nightstick match with the Big Boss Man in the Survivor Series. And, you know, the Big Boss Man tells him, hey, do I got my bonus? Let me see yours. I didn't get it. What bonus? Mm-hmm. So as soon as that happened, you know, he went to Vince's office and he went to go punch his lights out. And everybody, like, told him, hey, cool, be cool. So
he's going to be at WrestleCon in Philadelphia.
I would love to see Nails, believe me. And now he said he's attending meet and greets, and he's ready to talk now.
Yep.
Damn you, Nails. You know. So he never got his bonus from his nightstick match, which, you know, Survivor Series is the big event. But he was telling me, he was saying to the podcast and saying, oh, yeah, when Ray said he got his check, he told me, hey, Nails, did you get your bonus? I got one. He's like, what are you talking about, Ray? Look, did you get yours?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. How business can go, but... Oh, yeah, Mohammed Musad's going to be on that one. He just got announced right now.
Yeah, me and Brian, we were going over these WrestleCon guests. Bro, some of these people that nobody even knows. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. But I do like the Rougeau's reunion. Yeah. I do like the Rougeau's reunion. You know, Kishi's at the Arizona Wrestling Guy store right now.
Who? Say that again?
Kishi, he was attending the Arizona Wrestling Guy store.
Oh, okay.
The Wrestling Guy store in Arizona.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't right here in LA.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let me go over.
In Arizona, so he's over there in Arizona. You know.
Yeah, and Brian, get ready to yell out some jobbers.
Okay.
Okay, first guest at WrestleCon is SoCal Val. She is just a ring announcer in TNA.
Jobber.
Wow, a ring announcer's a jobber.
I can't think of a jobber. I don't even know the TNA wrestler, so I'm going to leave it at that.
Okay, next is Muhammad Hassan.
Yeah, tell him about Salvatore Sincere.
Jobber.
Muhammad Hassan, undefeated for a bit, was gonna win the world title, but the gimmick ruined his career. Who the fuck is Gia Mitchell?
Yeah, it went all the way to CNN.
Yeah, I did go.
Jobber.
Yeah, that's a jobber, Brian. Gia Michelle. I don't even know who that is. Do you know who that is, Brian? Jose?
No.
Okay.
Not TNA.
Nah, I don't think this girl wrestled for TNA or any other big wrestling promotion.
No.
Chris Van Vliet.
Jobber. No, I like Chris Van Vliet. He's a good guy. He's just a podcaster like us.
Yeah.
He's a good guy.
Rebby Hardy. That's Matt Hardy's wife.
Jobber.
That is true.
Jobber.
That's true. Who the fuck is this? Jose? Jose?
Yeah.
Jose?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay. I just posted this.
I think it's freezing up.
Who the fuck is Atra City Cruel?
Jobber.
Never heard of it.
I posted a picture on the group chat. I want you guys to see.
I don't even know who the hell this is. I have no idea.
Me
It's some
neither.
jobber.
I don't know who that is.
know.
Jobber as well. Who the fuck is Matt?
I don't know what they're gonna do with it.
Who the fuck is Matt Tremont?
Never heard of him.
Jobber.
Jogger.
Yeah.
Jobber.
Marty Jannetty is gonna be there.
Okay, he's not a jobber. He's a mid-carder.
Damn, I would love to see him. I know you would like him to sign your belt
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, he's a
if he ever
mid-carder.
comes to Florida.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's a mid-carder.
I would let him sign my Intercontinental Champion because he did beat Shawn Michaels on Raw, and he did win the tag titles with 1, 2, 3 Kid against the Quebecers. Let's see.
Yep.
Al Snow.
I want to say jobber.
Well,
He's the president. He's the CEO of OPW. That's all he's doing right now.
no, he
I
was
guess he's mid-card.
no, he was a jobber. It's just that he got super over as he didn't need a title to get over. Like what me and Jose the Ocho have been saying, that some of these wrestlers don't need champions to get over.
Yeah, that's true.
And honestly, Philadelphia picks him because he's an ECW alumni.
Yes, he is.
That's the reason why he's there.
Yep. Oh, I wish I hope.
So
I
he's
want to
gonna
meet.
get it top.
Bro, I want to meet this guy so badly. Dustin Rhodes, aka Goldust.
Oh, he's very cool. I met him in Access.
Then jobber now.
Yeah, he's putting younger guys over. Bro, I would love. Bro,
But he's real cool. He's very funny.
I would love him to sign
Dustin's
my.
very funny on meet and greets, dude.
Really, he is.
He's very funny on meet and greets. If you ever meet Dustin, he's very funny on meet and greets.
That's the.
He's very decent. He's only probably about like $50-$80. He ain't that bad.
I would get him to sign my.
I met him and Cody in Access. They were very cool. Cody had a very big line at that time.
Oh.
He's probably gonna have a more line now on Access when he shows up over there in Philadelphia.
Tony Schiavone.
I would like to meet Tony Schiavone.
Great guy. I would love to meet Tony Schiavone.
Ric Flair.
A guy that
Jobber.
overcome Starbucks for 8 years, dude. You know.
Ooh.
Ric Flair is a jobber. No, I'm just playing. No, he's not. No, he's not.
Right. Yeah, right.
I'll be the worst. I'll be the worst wrestling fan to ever say that. Alright.
Well, you can say he's a jobber now, but not back then.
Even now?
He could be now because he's, Yeah, I think he's a jobber now, actually.
How? He doesn't wrestle
He
anymore.
ain't doing shit. I know, but the story jobber, the way they're using him as a storyline, jobber. He doing shit.
Oh man, this is funny, bro. Okay, Elias.
Jobber. Well, mid-card, but now jobber.
But he didn't win no titles, but he's not a jobber either. He still got over without a title.
Jobber.
He still got over.
Yeah,
a lot
but
of
they
promos.
never really gave him a belt. They never really worked with him. Jobber.
Yeah.
He'll show his 27-4 belt in any meet and greet. That's the belt he's gonna show.
Yeah.
Basically. That's it.
That's as far as he went.
Tasha
Yeah.
Steeles from TNA.
I don't even know who that is, so I'll let you
That's my
guys-
Puerto Rican girl.
Yeah, she's not a jobber. She's a knockouts champion.
Her and remember her and Kiera were a heel tag team in TNA, man. And she came to the Wrestling Guy store. She was awesome.
I hope I get a chance to meet her.
Well, a
She's
lot of people in the Wrestling Guy store didn't even know who she was, so they didn't follow TNA.
Yeah, TNA is not much of a big promotion. Okay, Ultimo Dragon.
Love him. Cruiserweight, New Japan, WCW. He had 6 championship belts in Cruiserweight, man.
Did you like Ultimo
He
Dragon,
almost
Brian?
fell on WrestleMania 20. You saw that entrance he did in WrestleMania 20?
Yes,
it's
I
like
did.
He entered and then he almost swept and everything.
Yeah, that's the only WrestleMania he ever performed. Did you like Ultimo Dragon and Brian?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Mid Carter, not a jobber.
Yeah,
Pretty
he was.
good.
Yeah, he was fun to watch. Okay, after that, Summer Rae.
Jobber.
He is a jobber.
Jobber.
It is
Jobber.
because I have no regrets missing out on that meet and greet, except for the perfs when I saw them on live.
Yeah,
So,
I met
I
her.
agree with Brian and I agree with you.
I met her in Dallas actually, but I didn't really care to get a picture with her or nothing.
Neither did I.
Steve.
I didn't regret it. I was
Steve.
busy that day anyway, but I still would not have gone.
Mm-hmm. Steve Blackman,
Oh, awesome.
the Lethal Weapon. Steve.
Outstanding hardcore champion.
Yeah. What about Steve Blackman, Brian?
They could have done more with him. They could have done more with him.
Mid Carter.
But they could have done more.
Nina Samuels. Who the
Mid
I don't
card
know why they...
slash mid card slash jobber.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that.
Who the hell is Nina Samuels?
I don't know.
So
Doesn't ring a
jobber.
bell. Don't know her.
Jobber.
Yeah,
Angel
yeah,
Metro.
we'll say jobber. Don't know who
Don't know.
that is.
Jobber. Jason Knight from ECW. I don't even know who that is.
I don't even know who that
He was
is.
in the Heaven Talent.
Andrew Anderson.
He got pounded by the Sandman and Raven a lot, so...
Oh.
I have no idea who that is.
Yeah. Well, if for the ones that you don't know who they are, just yell out jobber.
Okay, jobber.
Henry Godwin.
Jobber.
Those guys were entertainers. They were two-time tag champions. Those guys were good.
Okay.
Yeah, but you know that Peacock already has blur their suits because of their Confederacy flag? I say it because I have them on my DVD when they had a Road Warriors match. And they had Confederacy like the Freebirds did. So they're very blur. You see the matches, but their suits are blur.
Mm-hmm.
And Uncle VDS will always wave that flag too, and it's blurred too.
Yeah. Lisa
But if
Marie.
you have like the real DVD, it's there.
Yeah.
Right.
Victoria, a.k.a. Tara.
Mid card.
No, I wouldn't say she's a mid-card. She was a women's champion in both TNA and WWE.
Yep.
The book.
Yeah, I mean, good wrestler. So she was kind of a superstar in a way.
Yeah,
Good.
and I got the chance to
It
meet
sucks that
her.
they decline her Hall of Fame here in LA.
I did too.
The Boogeyman.
Entertainer. He's an entertainer. That's all he is.
But a jobber. Come on now, he lost
I consider him
matches.
more as an entertainer.
Jose,
You know.
jobber. Jobber.
He's entertaining, but he's a
He's an
jobber.
entertainer.
He's an entertainer, but he was a jobber.
He's a jobber.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Entertainer. Entertainer, mid Carter. Good guy.
I don't know why they put the
The way
Intercontinental.
is
He's a nice guy.
I don't know why they put the Intercontinental title on him. He didn't really need it.
He didn't need it. He was very over as the Godfather.
Yeah.
True. Yeah.
What about when he
Well,
was?
the Shango thing was cut short, so it seemed like that didn't work out for him, you know. And Kama, that didn't even work out for him either. So I think that the reason wherever he goes, you know.
I don't know.
In any
but
event.
I did like him as Papa Shango. That was pretty cool.
But you know that was cut short. You know that one.
I mean,
Yeah, it was, but it still was good though.
I only
I
seen.
mean, a good heel thing, but do you think that was cut short because the Undertaker had the Reaper gimmick and they probably didn't have room for 2 monster gimmicks in there? Do you think that's why it was cut short?
Could be possible. Could be possible. But overall, Godfather, entertainer.
Because, like I said, the Papa Shango gimmick was cut very short.
Yeah, it was. It was kind of crazy.
Yeah.
And
honestly, it was like a mixed reaction when you saw The Undertaker and Papa Shango go at it in a match in the Superstars of Wrestling. You know? You had a voodoo guy and a Reaper going at it. I don't know if that was a storyline or what.
I did like Papa Shango's feud with the Ultimate Warrior.
That was the only feud that made it interesting, you know.
I mean, I've seen him fight Macho Man. I've seen him fight Tatanka. I've seen him fight Undertaker. Like,
he had a good match with Bret Hart at main event. Remember, he had a good match with Bret Hart in main event.
Yes, he did.
That was a good match.
Yes, he did. And Kama, that was boring. He was just a street fighter.
It didn't even last.
No, it didn't.
He only made it to King of the Ring, and that's it.
I mean, his only feud was with the Undertaker. He even stole Undertaker's urn or necklace. I think he turned the urn into a necklace.
Turned it into a gold chain.
Yeah, he turned the urn into a gold chain.
That was funny, dude. That was funny, dude. He turned into a gold chain.
Yep. All right, Anna
I
Jay.
say the Godfather has been the most gimmick that's put him over.
Right.
I mean, jobber for the record.
Right off the bat, Anna Jay's a jobber. Would you agree, Jose?
Yep. Jobber. Oh, yeah. Jobber.
Danhausen.
Jobber.
Yeah.
He was over, though.
I like him, but...
For what? Yeah, how is he over? He's never even won a title. He's not even being used. Jobber.
Well, he was when AEW first got him. They were using him on Rampage a lot, him and Hook, and they were getting over, but they're not using him now. And like I said, you don't need a title to get over.
Yep.
They never did that. Jobber. Jobber.
Jobber, but he still got over.
The only thing that would put Danhausen over would be WWE, because he can be an entertainer, he can be intimidating, he can do that.
Yeah.
If the Boogeyman can be entertaining, Danhausen can entertain it. And believe me, WWE can book him right, and he's very, very over. He doesn't need a championship, dude.
Can you imagine him pairing up with R-Truth?
They'll make it funny.
Still jobbers.
Yeah.
I mean, Ron Truth makes it work. You know that. He makes it work. You know?
Well, yeah, but jobber.
Okay.
Yeah, jobber.
All right, next is Tito Santana.
Mid-card.
Entertainer. Love him.
And honestly, you know, he overcame jobber and went to main roster.
Yeah. That's
how he started for it, as a jobber.
But remember when they gave him that bull riding gimmick and then they made him a jobber after that?
I know.
Why did they give him that? The bull riding? You like, do you guys like Tito Santana's bull riding gimmick?
El Matador?
Yeah, El Matador.
Tito Santana. Love him.
But what about him as the bull rider?
WWE didn't have anything for him.
Yeah.
They probably didn't have anything for him. It's kind of one of those things that you say, Miguel. If they don't have anything for you, they're gonna put you on anything. You know, you do have a point on that.
Yeah, but did you like him as the?
Doesn't have nothing for you.
Yeah, but did you like him as the bull riding character, Brian?
Hell no. Jobber.
And you know, speaking of not liking the gimmick, even Tito Santana in general didn't like it either.
Yeah.
He can tell you that too. If you ever meet him in a meet and greet, he'll tell you that. He didn't like it.
I'm sorry, but spilled milk, a.k.a. Pretty Deadly, jobbers. They're not doing shit with them. Jobbers.
Yep.
Yeah, your putos are going down the shuffle.
No, that's Christian's putos, not Brian's.
Shit, jobbers.
Okay, next is Sergeant Slaughter.
Oh, one of the best of all time. No way.
I met him before in person. That guy was awesome.
He's cool. It was worth it for me to wait for him an hour and 30 minutes.
Yeah. Who the hell is Brooke Adams?
Doesn't ring a bell. Don't know him.
Jobber.
Brooke Adams, isn't that... Wasn't she in TNA? Brooke Adams. That name sounds familiar.
Well, there was
does.
there was a Brooke Tessmacher, but I don't know about a Brooke Adams.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know then. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure.
Who the fuck
Name
is?
sounds familiar. Okay, we're gonna call her a jobber. I don't remember.
Oh no, Brooke Adams is Brooke
All right,
Tessmacher.
guys.
Oh, okay. Well,
Okay.
she's good. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I remember her.
Candice Michelle.
All right, guys, I'm gonna head out. Gotta work, guys, and have yourselves fun and get yourself some rest, guys. I know you had a long day in elimination chamber timing.
Yeah.
Shit, I was up at 1:30 in the morning, man. I'm ready.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to sleep.
Get some rest, Brian. It's overdue for you.